What's up, everyone? Aaron Schatz here, back again for another edition of Endless Sky. This is still 0.10.14, and hopefully we find some new... let me just make that straighter. Hopefully we find some new content. So let's get into this, shall we? I know, thanks to some of the commenters, that there's new Remnant storylines. So we're going to go head down to the Remnant area and see what we've got going on here. However, as always, we gotta check the spaceport, and nothing happened. I thought there was supposed to be something. Oh, there was like a mission chain at the high area, but we didn't catch it. So let's see here. Just make sure my volume is. Oh, just make that volume. Okay, let's see here. I don't think there's anything. I'm gonna hit up Yahai first, and then we'll head down to the Remnant and see what they've got going on. If anybody's curious, I'm sort of like still strapped for the content of the game on these patches. I've pretty much exhausted everything. So, you know, if you want to see anything interesting, let me know. There is a good chance that I might actually try to capture the modified Arfectas or the new Quarg ships and such, just because, like, there's really nothing else going on in the game right now until there's new content coming out. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down to Remnant space, and then we'll see what happens there. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm curious, because what I can do, and let me know if this would be interesting to you. What I could do is I could take different loadouts of ships, right? I'm not gonna like modify my game really, but what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll make a save game, and then I'll just fuel up here. What I'll do is I'll go in and make a save game so it doesn't ruin my progress, and make various types of ships at different levels that you would be in the game. Like, for instance, if you had access to, shield beetles, is that enough? Because you would theoretically also have access to flamethrowers. And if I remember correctly, on my last playthrough, which was years and years and years ago, that's how I captured the Arfecta. It was like tons of shield beetles and tons of heat-based weapons and overheating it. So one thing I did remember about the new Arfecta is that the cloaking, they've changed it so it doesn't last forever. And that was one of the pain in the butt points about capturing the Arfecta, because it would just decloak. It would cloak and decloak very, very easily, and you'd lose sight of it. So perhaps it's a lot easier to capture now. I don't know. I just don't know. We have to go check it out. So if that's interesting to you, let me know. I'm also curious about capturing Quark ships. If I remember, I don't know if I ever actually captured them. I haven't tried it lately. I know I have been able to get their technology off of them by disabling them. I'm not sure if I was ever able to capture them. I don't remember. But I don't think I've used the latest capturing ships that I have. The Capture Unbelievable, which has, let's see here, 1,125 bunks. So, I don't know. I'm waiting for my ship to come. So that's, again, let me know if, that would be interesting. Alright, spaceport, here we go. Come on. Oh, there we go. We did it. Got the new content already. Bam! Whew, here we go. It doesn't take long for you to be noticed in the crowded yet quiet starport of Viminal. You feel a tap on your shoulder and turn around to see Dusk, accompanied by a group of 4. Good to see you here again, Aaron. Do you remember our exploration of the Patir black hole? Oh, good. One of the other Remnant shows you a hologram of the system, with what looks like the builder settlement you visited earlier, highlighted by yellow glow. Hold on one sec. After studying the data we gathered during our last visit, we may have devised a way to enter the structure undisturbed. Based on our recordings, the Fetri say that attacked us in the structure was gathering materials from the asteroid belt with its fellow Kase, and only moved inside the dome when it spotted us. What are you suggesting? Cloaking is the key. If we stay hidden as we enter Patir and land, then the Fetri say should stay outside the settlement, letting us explore further. Make sure your ship has enough fuel for the journey, however. If you drop your cloak at any time in Patir, then Kasai will block our progress again. After we finish this signing, he makes a few quick gestures towards the projector, enlarging the hologram of the builder's settlement and revealing what it looks like a flight path. You are going to land roughly where we did last time, carrying me and 4 other xenoarchaeologists. If you accept, I should be able to allocate 100,000 credits to help you buy the necessary equipment for this mission. Let's see here. I'm in, but I gotta ask a question first. What if they detect us while inside the structure? It is a possibility, yes. It is also quite problematic because communication between the inside and the outside of the structure is impossible. I think the best course of action would be to place a scanner that keeps an eye on the large airlocks on the upper side of the dome, the ones that the Kase used last time. If I am right, it should give us around a quarter of an hour to get back in the airlock and escape. Alright, let's do it. My ship already has cloaking, so I don't need to buy anything else. Now, question is, will my escorts have a problem? That's something I'm not sure about. Well, we could try and see if I fail the mission. You know what? Instead of that, I'm gonna do this. We don't need this camera one. And I'm gonna add a snapshot and be like, before Patir, Patir, and then that's it. So in case I like screw up weirdly, I can go back to it. Now let's see here. As a reminder, these ships have cloaking. Let's see here. I think they have cloaking. I think all of the Remnant ships have cloaking. Like built in. But whatever. So I have cloaking on my ship. So we're gonna see what happens here. So let's let me just mission. Oh, this is different. Let's see here. Second contact. Return 4 other. You will need to be cloaked as you enter. Wait. Oh, I was thinking of this. I don't remember this. I don't remember this system. Did I ever go to this system? I don't remember. Well, I must have, because I don't remember this system at all. Alright, if need be, what I can do is, when I get here, I could park all my ships. Actually, that's what we'll do. Let's do that. There was and I don't remember, but somebody said, I forgot who it was too, somebody was telling me how to effectively use like the fleet commands that were built in, and I just don't remember how to do it. It's been a little bit. It's been like a week, so I apologize. Remind me in the comments. So we'll go to Nenia. Oh, this is we'll go to Nenia. Alright, and then we're going to park the ships. Get all the ships in here. We're going to gather around me. Alright, let them all gather around me. You don't need to gather around me, just come near me. And then we're gonna go hold a position, cloak. Hold position, okay. I'm gonna cloak. And I should have enough cloak for this to last, so let's see. vaguely remember this. I should have enough cloak for, like, everything. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, remember that your escorts need to be cloaked as well. Okay, let's here we're gonna manage the pilot. We're gonna load this game, yes. Now, I gotta park. So here's the rub. The rub is that I have all this like extra. I have all this like outfits and stuff. So if I park my ships, it's gonna be a problem. I have to. Okay, hold on. Figure out how to do this. Let's see here. See, I have all this stuff in cargo, and that's gonna be a problem. Oh, I could just store it here. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how to do that. Let's see here. Let's see here. How do you storage? Okay, we'll just store everything. Everything that's in cargo will store. I don't even want this. Jump drives will store. Store. Then I'll just get it back. I don't even know why I have this asteroid scanner. I'm going to sell it because that's not even a big deal. Large heat shunt, store. 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 Okay. They're store. Store. Oh, wow. I have a lot of Void Sprite parts. We'll uninstall. Okay. Oh, they're already in storage. Okay. So leave that. 945 tons of outfits and mission cargo. So what do I have that is in cargo? I'm confused. So what's in cargo? I'm so confused. I just don't understand. 945 tons of outfits and mission cargo. But, like, what's my mission cargo? Oh, I gotta do this, too. Recycle garbage. 60, that's not even that much. I just don't understand how, see, like, there's nothing, show outfits and cargo. Oh. Oh, okay. That, yeah. Uninstall, uninstall, uninstall. Uninstall, uninstall. Okay, that's better. See, now it makes sense. So now I should have 66 tons of mission cargo. Now what I could do is, oh boy, I need to, like, I'm gonna move all these. I'm gonna move them up here. Okay. All right. Where's the Karikvat? Put the Karikvat up here. Come on. All right. Now we'll just make all these parked. I mean, how many ships? I gotta get rid of some of these ships. This is crazy how much I'm keeping. So now it should just be me. Okay, good. And then we got to remember on the way back to gather up all of the cargo that we dumped off in here. So that's, yeah, we're going to have to do that. Oh, I just hit the mic. It's going to make a noise. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I just hit the mic. And yes, I'm using an actual microphone now. I will probably do a short video about the setup that I'm using, because it's like ancient and archaic, and people can be like, how are you using that? That's crazy, that's stupid. But we'll get to that in the future. Oh no. I failed the mission. Oh my god. Load this game. Okay. So, the reason I failed the mission... Whoops. Nope. I forgot to cloak. So now we'll do this again, and I'll actually cloak. Well, that's called a dry run, you know? Nice dry run for everything. You miss like the tiny details of things, and then you fail the mission. It's crazy. However, like, the problem with failing a lot of these missions is sometimes if you fail a mission, that's it. It's one and done. You gotta be very careful. I'm assuming you could just, like, do this one again. It's like, oh, you didn't cloak, you failed the mission, go back and redo it. Alright, so we're gonna cloak. I think the cloaking also changed. It's got like a red outline around it. It's kind of cool. It's been a while since I cloaked. It's like, it sort of doesn't matter. Oh, got a little chop there. Okay, here we go. As you slowly descend toward the surface of the planetoid, most of the Fetrasei continue to orbit Patir, going in and out of the asteroid belt to mine precious materials from it. The few around the planetoid travel not towards the ruins of the builder settlement, but rather to the massive stockpile of iridium situated nearby. After a final pass around the dome to ensure none of them have begun following you, you land near the imprint your spaceship left in the dusty regolith the last time you came here. Great work, Captain. We are ready to start our mission. Dusk and his team are carrying with them a set of instruments similar to the first time you were here, from compact laser scanners to a pair of large crowbars. On the crew's backs are cylinders of varying dimensions, with the largest being almost a meter wide. You follow them through the ship's airlock onto the surface and begin the walk towards the complex. Halfway to the dome, Dusk speaks to you over the radio. Aaron, before we arrive there, do you have any further questions on the mission plan? Of course I do. What should I do once we're inside? What are you and your team going to do in the complex? Do you think the Kasei are going to leave us alone the entire time? Let's ask them all. Well, that is up to you. From the brief scans I made of the structure, it does not seem we have particularly thick internal walls, so communication between us within the dome should be feasible. You could come with me inside the structure to help identify what we find, or, if you prefer, you could also remain near your airlocks and keep an eye out for incoming Fetrasei. Fetrasei? As I said, the choice is yours. It doesn't take long to reach the airlock ring in front of the dome. The airlock you used last time is still open, and its control panel visible next to it. Dusk, following your gaze, quickly stops you. I doubt it would be a good idea to pass through the same airlock we used last time, Aaron. He says, it looks like the structure's automated systems patched up the hole left by the Kasei, but I would never trust it as a pressure vessel at this point. Plus, I count at least 6 more airlocks we can use. He and another member of the group move to the opposite side of the control station next to the airlock, then flip one of the switches on the panel. Just like last time, a door opens next to them, revealing another... I have no idea why I yawn when I read stuff. Revealing another on the opposite side of the small room. There is space only for 3 crew members at a time. You, Dusk, and another Remnant enter the airlock, while the other 3 wait their turn. The door closes, and Dusk flips the switch to begin pressurization procedure. Suddenly, the lights inside the module turn on, emitting a bright azure light. Should I say what happened? Or did you do that? Did you do that? I'm not sure. Wait. Moving to the opposite side of the airlock, he uses a crowbar to open another hidden control station, which slides out of the wall to reveal a rather large screen scrolling through some alien writing. After reading through it with some difficulty, Dusk breathes a sigh of relief and pulls back to its original location. I think it's nothing, he adds. At least I hope so. From what I can gather, the lights being switched on were a normal, timed event in the command startup sequence. Why they did not turn on last time is beyond me, but nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. Perhaps they were just broken. A few minutes later, Pressurization finishes, and the interior door opens. You follow Dusk out of the airlock and find yourself in front of a large area, likely the same place the encounter with the Fetra-C took place. "The moment of truth," exclaims Dust, placing down a heavy scanner similar to a short telescope. This is a low-power laser system, capable of measuring the density of the atmosphere anywhere within 10 kilometers. If a Fetra-C was alerted when we crossed the airlock, by now a large airlock will be filling up with oxygen and argon to allow it to pass through, and this sensor here will register it. Let's see. A tense silence ensues as the machine boots up. "What does it say?" Dusk smiles. "The airlock is still empty. It looks like we could finally begin exploring the facility." When the rest of the group finishes crossing the airlock, you all start moving toward a curved board, placed equidistant from each of the entrances. After scrutinizing the writings on it for a few seconds, one of the Remnant exclaims, "A map!" Dusk starts discussing something with the rest of his team, but from your position, you can't see what they're signing. And we're going to continue this in the next one.